Hello, welcome to Alphawisdom. This is lesson 97. I'm Mystic Cassandria, and we're continuing with the new series, Reading Palms, a guide to reading palms. What do you do first? What do you do second? What should you include? What should you ignore? All of these things we're going to be covering. Okay? This is the same hand. I want to show you how much you can find out about the person just by looking at the fingers. That's what we saw before. But we're wrapping up this photo today with a discussion of what's in the palm. So we're getting started now. Now I have a copy of it, and I have drawn over the lines that seem to stand out, and we will discuss those. I put markings there. Just one new thing, and I'll tell you about that. So let's start with the alphabets. Letter A would be the lifeline. Let's take a look at that lifeline from where it starts between the index finger and the thumb. This person was, I would almost say, unhappy or unhealthy energy-wise life from the start, because there are disruptions throughout the line, and it doesn't clear up toward until the person gets, I'd say, in the late 40s, somewhere in the 40s, maybe mid to late 40s, and then it goes on. It looks like everything is calm and settled by then. But what's going on with these disruptions? We have islands, chains of islands, and when we have chains, it's the health that's affected. Okay? So that's the issue here primarily. Disruption in the energy. Remember, everything is energy. We are energy. So when that energy is disrupted, it's going to affect us. So this is like the family area, and maybe there's some things going on with the family that's difficult this person to handle, even from a young age. Okay, let's go on to B. Look at B. Oh my goodness, very disruptive. And there are islands on this. It's like the person is trying so hard, and with the stress and the lack of energy, sufficient energy from the lifeline, it's affecting them mentally. Such stress, bumpy, 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 bumpy throughout. It's too much worrying going on. And by a line that we're going to come back to shortly, it's not their worry. It's something else that's going on here. Okay, but you can see from the beginning of life, so much worry on this person from a child, and it goes on. It seems to try to clear up as the person goes on. And notice this is a straight line. So we can see this is a practical thinking. Facts and figures have to be proven for them to be accepted. Let's leave the headline and go on to letter C. C, fate line. Trying and then trying again. It's constant trying. But the lines are clear. The lines are straight. So they were successful. These are jobs of their own choice or a career by their choosing. Okay? Let's go on to letter D. That's the heart line. Disruptions, islands, big islands. They're chains of islands. I tried to show you there. And that's not good, because when everything else is affected, this can affect your health. But right now, these are disappointments on top of disappointments. It was a tough life. But toward the end, we have clarity that the line is straight. And then there is that line that goes up. That is a good sign. That means they're reaching higher in spite of all the issues that occurred before, reaching higher and reaching to the gap between Saturn and Jupiter. Okay, there is relay. Didn't have enough space there, so relationship line. So it's one strong relationship this person had or still has. I don't know. There's a line coming between the finger. I thought it might develop into a ring that we can have there, but it's like a beginning, so it doesn't count. Let's go on down to inside the lifeline on the thumb ball. We do have influence lines there. Now, this is something new. When you see a line coming from inside, near or from the lines of influence, which are located just below the thumb ball, under the thumb rather. You see that line coming across, letter E? That is a worry line. When it comes from that area, it's telling you what they're worried about. Influence lines are from the family, mother, father, and siblings, and so on. So this is a worry about a relation, a relative that they are so worried about. That's why I said, I don't think the worry is there. So there might have been something going on within the family that this person had no control over, but they felt overwhelmed. So when you see a line coming through like that, it's almost like a cry for help. That's the way I see it. But that's all right. There looks like the better life for this person is later on in life. Okay? So that's a summary of what's going on. I hope you understand a person if you get to the point where you can combine all or most of these things, and then you have a good reading. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging in there. There's still a lot to learn, but I'll try to keep it gradual, I promise. Okay. If you like the lesson, please give a thumbs up, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I thank you so much for that. All right. Well, such ends today. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And of course, be happy. Bye.